looking for one of those Raptor engines to turn back on. They've been off since we completed that successful asset burn almost 30 minutes ago. Here we go.
Oh, Raptor ignition. And shutdown.
Yes! Let's go, SpaceX!
Relight, looks like engine 3, full duration. As Dan mentioned, it's a third attempt, and we just did it 3 times in a row.
Let's
so
go!
Congrats to the team, the ship team, Raptor team. And then there we heard nominal second orbital insertion. All right, so congrats everyone on the milestone. That was awesome to see. We're 3 for 3. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back for re-entry at about T plus 45 minutes. We'll see you soon.
Alright, what's up, everybody? Sorry I'm a little late. Yeah. So, I'm super late. I missed, like, basically the whole launch. It looks like we're recording this in 1080p. Late. Yeah. So. Oh my gosh, my mic is loud. Yeah, super late. Recording in 1080p, which is fine. I think SpaceX has theirs like at, yeah, 4K. I was just in a hurry to get this thing launched. Actually, I hate my mouse sometimes, guys. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, Larry just got off work just now. So I rushed to try to go live as fast as possible. Actually, I hate my mouse sometimes, guys. I don't know why it does that. But yes, we're live 1080p. That's okay. That's all right. As long as we get to see the re-entry, and then I'll probably go back to the beginning to show you guys the launch. But I mean, it clearly went well because we got Starship 38 in orbit, and you can see the S-38 right here. That's so sick. Now there might be a boom here soon because now they're, as you can see, they're going through a re-entry right now, and they misplaced some tiles, took some tiles out, and you know, so they're stress testing it. Everything went well. Launch went well. Sterling simulators went well. The Raptor firing in space went well. So everything's going well right now. Now we just need Starship to get through re-entry and land. This is going to be the last Block 2 version of Starship, and then they're going to move on to version 3. Which entry interface, here we go. But they completely redesigned Starship. I mean, it looks the same, but inside of it it's all different. Booster is the same, but they're having 3 grid fins instead of 4. And they're going to use the grid fins to catch the booster. Insane, I know. But yeah, Larry just got off work just now. Oh jeez. So I mean, everything looks good with the stream. It is in 1080p, so I do apologize about that. I forgot to change the settings because the settings were up for multi-streaming, so it's currently in multi-streaming mode, just streaming on YouTube. I mean, this is amazing, guys. This is amazing. Everything's happening perfectly fine. Only 43 minutes to the flight, so I'll go back to when they launched it and show you guys that footage. But I mean, so far everything looks really good right now. Yeah, the stream might get laggy here soon because we have a big storm coming in. So if that happens, I do apologize. But I literally just got off work, so we're here. As long as we're here for you guys, that's all that matters. I just don't like that they launched it at like 3 o'clock our time. I mean, at least we're getting to see the re-entry, which is the most important part of this entire mission. So like, I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, SpaceX has their stream in 4K. I can't stream in 4K because I don't have a 4K monitor. But that's okay. That's A-okay with me. But after this re-entry, I'll go back to the launch and show you guys the launch and everything. I mean, we're almost 45 minutes into flight.
Ship is starting entry, good attitude.
And starting entry right now.
All right, welcome back, everyone. The ship is currently re-entering Earth's atmosphere. As a reminder, we don't plan to recover the spacecraft today, but rapid and reliable reusability is the ultimate goal.
Yeah, the flight show has already begun. You can see plasma starting to build on the windward side of the rocket there. And, you know, re-entry is a critical phase of flight, and we need information on how the ship systems perform. Re-entry is also extremely demanding portion of flight because we need the ship to scrub off all of the energy we used to launch the rocket. So remember the 33 engines plus the 6 engines on ship that we used to get up into space, we now are using aerobraking essentially to scrub off all that energy.
Dude, that's light clear.
And of course, Starlink is a big part of this, giving us the views we have right now, and also letting us gather as much data as possible, which again is really the main reason why we do these flights. And the view we have right now is actually a really good example. As we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, we have some tiles on the leeward side of the flaps here, and we have some different mechanisms, some stud out, basically to see if these tiles will hang on. And you know, we can see already here, it looks like we kept most of them, but I think I see a couple there that are no longer there. So the thermal team is definitely going to be digging into that and taking that data to help us iterate on V3. So yeah, Starlink provides us with one more path to collect data and help us rapidly iterate Starship's design.
And if the ship does manage to make it all the way to re-entry, we'll collect valuable data on the spacecraft flying through the Earth's atmosphere at hypersonic speeds or more than 5 times the speed of sound. Re-entry is typically a portion of flight where we don't have communications with spacecraft because it's re-entering at or around orbital velocity, which is roughly 8 kilometers per second or 5 miles per second. At those insanely high speeds, the spacecraft moving through the atmosphere creates a plasma field around the vehicle.
Yeah, and that blanket of plasma distorts communication frequencies, so it's not uncommon to experience brief blackouts in communication. All right, so big picture here, Starship is designed to land on Mars where there are no runways or other humans to help out. So that means we need to do a propulsive landing instead of a more traditional means like parachutes, which is what our Dragon spacecraft uses, or a runway like the Space Shuttle. Propulsive landing enables more
Starship,
rapid reusability.
Now, as the ship makes its way back to Earth, we should start hearing some call-outs. When we hear entry max heating and entry max Q, that means the ship has made it
Flaps
through
have
the
control of the
maximum
vehicle.
heating and
Okay,
aerodynamic
so
loads it
flaps
will
are in
experience as
control
it
now.
returns. So if it makes it through all of those, that's a pretty good sign that we're doing well.
Yeah, and we heard flaps have control of the vehicle now.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
there's a great
Let's
shot there. You're
go.
starting to see the plasma
Come on,
flow.
baby. Come on, baby. Bring it on home.
So we will hear
Bring
a call
her
out when the
home.
ship is transonic and then subsonic. Transonic refers to the period of flight where the velocities of airflows surrounding and flowing past the vehicle are concurrently below,
Come on, block 2.
at,
You got
and
it.
above the speed
Your
of
last
sound,
flight.
somewhere in the range of Mach 0.8 to 1.2.
Ah,
A lot of
dude,
numbers
these
coming up here,
views,
but for
man.
reference,
These
commercial
views.
jets have a range
Just,
of cruising speeds, but most
dude,
fly
let's
around
just.
Mach 0.74 to Mach 0.85, which is 480 to 575 miles per hour, or 770 to 930 kilometers per hour. Right now, we're going a little over 26,000 kilometers per hour. So compare that to the airplane at 930. It's like,
I mean, look at
pretty
that
crazy
view.
how
You
fast we're going
cannot
here.
say that's pretty.
All right,
You
after we hear the
cannot
call out that
say
Starship
that's
is
pretty.
transonic, we should hear the call out that Starship is subsonic. Subsonic, of course, refers to the speed that is much less than
You
the speed of
cannot
sound.
say
So at
that
point,
looks
the ship velocity will be starting to
beautiful.
slow down, and we'll be looking a little bit more like some of our suborbital flights from, at this point, almost 5 years ago.
Like, dude, that just looks
Yeah,
astonishing.
so re-entry so far is looking pretty good. You can see that plasma field.
That
also,
looks astonishing,
again, with those
bro.
missing tile experiments, especially, we're putting the ship through a lot today, but things are
I
looking
mean,
pretty
look at
good
that
so
view,
far.
man. That's
Yeah, we're
that is
looking
just
good. I do
insane,
wanna-
man. That's just
Remind people that
That's
we
beautiful.
are pushing
That's
ship
beautiful.
to the limits. We've done a lot of these missing tile tests. We did it back on Flight 10. Every time we do it, we throw something new and the ship makes it through. This time, we're really pushing it. We've removed these tiles in some of the spots that see the highest level of heating. And we remove tiles that have zero backup protection underneath. So there's essentially just bare steel.
wow.
It's one of the heat of reentry. And so do not be surprised if
It's-
this is not a very smooth flight on the
This-
way down.
this is
But
gonna be
again,
scary, but this is okay.
intentional.
This is
We
okay.
are trying to find what are the limits for a ship. How resilient are we to
Come on,
these
SpaceX, send it.
different
Send it.
issues that
Send
could
it.
pop up? If we lose a tile
Send it.
anywhere in the vehicle, we want to know what that ultimate impact is going to be. So we've got a couple missing. We had a bunch pulled over the primary fuel, the LOX tanks, everything. This one, we've got a tile missing right on top.
Looks like it's
So that's going
it's
to
good
see some of the
right
highest
here.
temperatures during this
For now.
re-entry. And there's just
For
bare
now,
steel
we don't know
underneath
what's gonna
it, so
happen.
we're going to see if Starship's robust enough to pull through that. Also have some tiles
We don't know what's gonna happen.
missing around the aft flaps, specifically
far,
on
so
the
good.
leading edge. So again, we're getting a really good look right at the leading edge. That's getting
What is
really
that?
intense heating.
Is that ice?
So again, gonna see if it can make it through. See if all the flaps hold on. See if Starship holds together. But definitely could be a
It
bumpy
looks like the
ride,
flaps are holding
but
on, but
this is why we're flying. This is why we're flying in this part of the world. This is why we're putting
you
Starship
can see
through these
this
flight
like
tests to
green
really understand what
reflective
its limits
coming
are.
off from
So
the
we
back.
can then move on to
Something
the next
is
thing.
burning up.
Just going to be bringing ships back to the launch site.
I don't
for a
see any
catch, but
red in
for now,
here,
still on
so
the
that's
suborbital.
good.
The light show continuing. Keep following it in. I think we got about 15 minutes until splashdown.
15 minutes, okay. I mean, everything
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
good
it
right
looks-
now,
you can
but
see our speed, our speed indicator in the bottom left there. It looks like we're starting to scrub off velocity a little bit quicker.
I don't think it's at peak heating yet.
Ship is entering the peak heating phase of flight.
Okay, now it is. Now it is. Now it is. Here we go. Here we go. Now's where things get real. I mean, dude, just look at that view, man. That view is just... That
Looks like
view's
you can see some clouds down there
amazing.
as we pass through 70 kilometers.
Absolutely amazing. Look at that.
Yeah, the sun's starting to come up.
Got the
again.
engines in there, too. Let's
There we go.
There
go.
we go.
Oh, something's happening. You can see some stuff flew off right here.
Skirt is intact so far this time. If you
But it's
watched Flight 10,
intact.
you saw we entered with a little bit missing.
It's
That was
intact though,
ultimately traced to a little bit of buildup. We dumped
which is
prop
good. It's
on the way.
everything.
We had a little
Everything
bit of
so
solid
far is
propellant buildup, and
intact.
then, either static discharge or the plasma ignited it, took out a tiny bit of that skirt, some of the aft flaps. But
The
Starship,
video is
again,
so smooth, man.
was
I don't
able
know
to
how
fight through
this
it, make
is
it all
so
the way to that
smooth.
landing burn. We addressed that, changed some of our prop dump con-ups though, so should not be seeing that this time around.
Okay, this one looks really good. I mean, you got. There's nothing right here. And there's nothing right there. No red. Nothing's broken. No explosion
And as a
happened.
reminder,
But
we're
anything can
in
happen.
addition to these missing
Anything
tile
can
tests,
happen.
we're doing kind of a unique flight on the way in. It's going to do what we call a banking maneuver. So while we're still going supersonic and even hypersonic, we're doing kind of a banking turn. And then we'll do a pretty aggressive turn right as we get into the subsonic and start doing our belly flop. And that's designed to essentially be
So
the
far, so
approach
good.
that we would do
So far, so
on a
good.
return to launch site and the tower catch.
This is looking
So,
good.
don't
like
be
it.
surprised if we see
I
the
like it a
ship
lot.
start to turn and make a few maneuvers as it makes its way down.
You can see the
And
the
fun
orientation
fact, even
down
though we're doing all
here
this turning,
is
we're
changing.
essentially targeting the exact same spot.
Just wait, you're
in
gonna
the
see
Indian
it
Ocean
kind of
we
like
went to last
float
time.
there and then go down, like last launch. Pretty sure that's what every Starship is going to do. Amazing. Just amazing. We got 2 viewers watching. Thank you guys for watching. And welcome. Welcome to a late stream, but we just got off work.
All right, just about 12
We get to see the
minutes
best
go.
part. Let's go.
Still looking good.
Seeing it up a little bit right here.
That gives a pretty good view
That's normal.
of those aft flaps where, again, on the leading
It's
edge, I think
just
it
at
might be
the
on one or
bottom.
The other side, we had some tiles removed with no backups behind it. So again, we're really trying to stress some of the most sensitive areas around Starships, where basically if you lose a tile, it's the worst possible spot. And
The engine
if
bay
we're able
looks
to make it
good. There's
through
no
this,
holes or nothing like
then
last launch.
That tells us
So
quite a
that's
bit
good.
about just how resilient this vehicle is.
You can see some of the rainbow.
Yeah, and that
From the
shot we
heat.
just had earlier was looking at what we call the business end of Starship with all the Raptor engines.
That looks pretty good.
And those are the engines that we're going to be expecting to light for that.
Oh, look at
flip
that, though,
and
right
landing
here.
burn, hopefully in about 10 minutes. Once
That's-
we get through reentry. Yeah, there we go.
I'm pretty sure that's the arms for the catch. To catch the ship.
Yeah, looking at E3, that's the one. It's the one we did the relight on. So it's 2 for 2 so far. We'll see if it can go 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that clamp at the bottom. Right here. That one looks kind of bad. Probably melted off.
All right, we can see that speed.
But I know,
just
it still looks
continue to bleed
intact.
off under 20,000
Oh no, and it's still
kilometers an hour.
intact because that's where that little edge right there.
Ship still holding together.
This one looks really good, guys.
Yeah, and if you look in the bottom right, it looks like we've made it all the way to the Indian Ocean. We're coming up kind of near Australia, the west side of Australia there. So pretty crazy. We're only 56 minutes in, and we've made it all the way, halfway around the world.
Only 56 minutes in, man. That's crazy. They just fast traveled. Okay, now this is where it's gonna really hit
It's
the
actually
brakes.
a good demonstration of a future capability we hope to have on Starship where we will do point-to-point transport on Earth. So essentially travel anywhere in the world in about an hour or so, which is, going to be pretty crazy. Imagine going from New York to Sydney in 1 hour instead of the, 20 hours it takes currently.
Come on, Ship 38, you got it. I believe in you. Come on, Ship 38. I believe in you. They might be doing that one maneuver again where they went like kind
A
of like back and
reminder,
forth.
so this camera is...
Oh.
You see some of the heat rate picking up a little bit. And this camera is embedded right in the end of one of those forward flaps, so you see it moving around. That's the flap adjusting to maintain control. Looks like we're getting into our bank maneuver.
Oh, it's a bank maneuver. This is different.
Now power sliding through the atmosphere.
External temperatures are coming down.
What?
Vehicle is now at maximum dynamic pressure.
So it's like banking a little bit. Is it gonna go back to normal, or is it stuck there, or what's happening?
That was basically our reverse max Q, so most aerodynamic stress that it's going to see during re-entry, we just passed through it. So we're past that, we're past peak heating.
Okay, so
Ship's
it's
still
good.
holding together. So we're currently in this bank maneuver. We're going to see it kind of roll over and do a pretty
Okay, it's
significant
rolling over
shift
now.
as we get down closer to the subsonic
Ew,
speeds.
the control they have on this thing is insane.
Yeah, and that bank maneuver.
1.8 Gs.
All in part of us to learn about the guidance, navigation, and control for return to launch site missions.
12,000 kilometers
in
an
the near future,
hour.
we're hoping to return the ship back to the same pad we just took off on 59 minutes ago, and we've got to do some of these pretty dynamic bankings to make that trajectory work out.
Altitude's going down. And at 1.6 Gs. So it went down.
All right, the light show kind of calming down as we're
0.2 Gs.
starting to move into the lower parts of the atmosphere. We should hit transonic, so hitting that transition between moving faster than the speed of sound and below the speed of sound in just about 3.5 minutes. Our landing burn should happen right
Last
around
launch, they went like
an hour and
this.
6
This
minutes
one, they went
after
that,
launch, so
like
we should be just
this
about
way,
6 minutes away
and then
from
went
that.
back.
See, lots of daylight. We'll everybody cross your fingers, see if our
Fishing
range
an
team
hour?
is able to get out there and provide any surprise views as Starship makes its way down.
I hope.
Oh, it's like
No. No. Dude, no way. If that's the view, man, if that's the view.
ready and waiting. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Dan, you just spoke that view into existence there.
Come on. Come on. Come on, Ship
again,
38.
all by Starlink.
Come on, Ship 38. You got it.
All right, there we go. So
Make
we're now
Block 2
starting into
proud.
a
Come
really
on.
heavy bank maneuver. And this does almost like a
Come
half
on, Ship 38.
circle
I believe in
loop,
you.
to our actual trajectory. We're heading to the same exact
Here we
splashdown
go.
point, but we're kind of doing a more roundabout way
Okay,
to
now
get
it's
there,
gonna
where
slow
this
down here
kind of
now.
Big long half moon loop. and
Dude,
then a
this looks really
aggressive
so.
kinda twist right at the very
This
end,
looks
and that
good.
will
Nothing
line us
has
up with the launch
nothing
tower.
broke.
Starship.
Nothing
On
burnt
the
through.
return to
There's
launch
no
site,
fire. There's no
fire the tower,
smoke.
do a quick landing burn flip and then come down for catching the arm.
This is it. They did it. Block 3.
How about that S30?
They're gonna catch
decal
Block
there,
3, I
staying
think.
strong on
They
that
gotta
view we just
catch it.
had.
Good to see the numbers back on.
Yeah.
The last Block 2 version of Ship.
All right, should be hitting
And booster.
transonic in about 2.5 minutes.
But like I said, anything can happen between
Landing flip coming up in
this.
about 4.
Anything can happen.
Pretty clouds there in the Indian Ocean today. Again, yeah, we changed our launch times. We launch in the evening now, so we get these daytime views down in the Indian Ocean. One of the things we're really looking for, the reason we
You
have
guys
the
could
drone, other
launch
than-
at like
yeah, that looks
6
really
o'clock
cool,
at least. 6
is
o'clock.
we're able to
No.
kind of see
5.
the ship.
5:15.
We can only see so much from these cameras. You can't see
Please start launching at
the
5:15.
vast majority of the heat.
Okay,
shield.
now let's do
So
another
for
banking
these
maneuver.
Buoys out there. We've got
You
there's
spoke it again, Dan. There it is.
So Starship's banking
They're playing
again.
with me in the control room. All right. But we have these buoys.
I
up
don't
there.
want
We
the
have
buoy
these
one.
drones
I
that
want
we're
the drone
trying to
one.
see
Give us the drone shot.
externally
Don't give us the
how
buoy.
heat shield held up. Everybody saw.
It's the ocean. The
from
buoy is
Flight 10
gonna
it had a little
point
bit of
the
a paint
angle the
job,
wrong way.
a little bit of a reddish hue.
The
that
drone,
was
you can
from
stabilize
those
it and
metallic
see
tiles
everything.
that we had tested.
Please use the drone
Kind
view.
of oxidizing really rapidly in that.
Okay,
plasma
Starship is
and then
banking
spreading
like
those
crazy
oxide
right
particles all over
now.
the heat shield. No metal tiles on this flight, so not expecting to see that.
Dynamic
and
pressure
then-
is coming down.
Look at that angle. It's taking. Oh my. Look at that
Hope nobody
angle.
gets seasick.
Look at that angle. So look down here.
All right, coming up on transonic shortly.
Oh my gosh, this angle's
2.5
crazy.
minutes of landing burn.
This looks like it's about to fall off.
Yeah, and once we get to around the 15-kilometer altitude mark, that's where we
I
have
think
a
it's
lot of
going to
flight
its
history
target.
for
Is
those suborbital
transonic,
flights.
starting the belly
I
flop
think-
phase of flight.
Yep, that belly
Yep,
flop
yep,
phase
yep, yep, yep.
that
What a
we perfected in
turn.
the suborbital campaigns.
What a turn that was. It fully banked. It like completely flipped around.
Right, starting to get those Raptors
It
ready. Should be
completely
2
flipped
minutes away
around.
from landing burn. Again, we're gonna do a flip.
Come on, give us a drone
After
shot,
we ignite those
SpaceX.
engines,
Give us
we'll
a
go
drone
from
shot.
3 down to 2 for the final phase of the landing burn.
12.5
Look for another
kilometers.
soft splashdown. Hopefully,
Stuff is flying
Our
off,
buoy and
but that's
drone,
okay.
which
That's just
are
the
hanging out,
the
ready and waiting
heat
for a ship.
shields. Oh, this looks good. This looks really good, guys. Seems like a little rough flight right now.
Seeing all 3 center engines have entered the chill phase.
Oh god, why is it spinning like that? It's spinning like that. Okay, now it's reorientating itself. Wow, look at the control in that thing.
all right, less than a minute
I
to
think
go.
they're doing it on purpose just to see what kind of maneuvers they can do when it's in mid belly
Shipping is-
flop.
the ship is making its turn for final approach.
So it's
And here's this
turning.
kind of aggressive final turn that would essentially position it so it's right behind.
Oh my
launch and catch tower.
gosh, dude. The control they have on this ship is unbelievable. The control they have. I mean, just look at the bottom right.
Flaps holding strong.
It's been just
Landing
going
burn in just
like
under 20
crazy.
seconds.
Come on, S38. You got it. My poor finger. Give us the drone shot. Give us the drone shot.
Ship landing startup.
Give us the drone shot. Give us the drone shot. Give us the drone shot. Come on, S38.
Here's our
Yes,
landing burn.
yes, 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 yes.
Starship
Let's
landing.
go. Let's go. Let's go. Boom! Look at that explosion. Yeah!
As we said, we're not planning on recovering the ship today. Hey, welcome back to Earth, Starship.
Woo!
We are down in the Indian Ocean. Let them hear it, Starbase. What a day.
What a flight.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's
welcome
go.
back to Earth, ship. What a day. A whole lot more to go
Let's
through.
go.
As you just saw, everybody here at Starbase pretty hyped. Hey,
Gosh,
Tyler,
dude.
out of Hawthorne, how's everybody holding up?
Woo!
Thank you, Dan. We had a fantastic time watching. It was another exciting Starship flight test in the books, and we hope that you enjoyed those Starlink views too. So congratulations to the team at Starbase and everyone here and around the company. So many
What a
employees
team.
contribute to the Starship program as we
What a
continue to iterate
team.
and make progress towards a multi-planetary future. So that
A
wraps it
team
up for
full
us
of
here in
savages.
Hawthorne. Thank you for tuning in,
Oh
and back to you
my
guys.
gosh, bro.
Yeah, what an incredible launch today. We had successful liftoff. Booster completed its objective, successfully splashed
My
down
poor
over
finger.
in the Gulf. Obviously,
can
we
feel
saw
it.
another amazing Starlink deploy as well from ship.
Yeah, we made it through that re-entry, testing all the different experience. We had missing tiles, gave us quite the light show. We had that Raptor relight 3 for 3. That was ahead of re-entry, of course. And then that awesome splashdown that we just saw, including that dynamic banking maneuver to simulate RTLS when we returned to the launch site.
Wow.
So yeah, we promised maximum excitement, and Starship delivered.
Definitely.
Congrats to all our
It
teammates at SpaceX
delivered.
and to everyone who's supporting the Starship program. And thank you to all our future customers for your support.
We'd also like to thank the fine people of Cameron County,
Wow.
including the residents of its newest city, Starbase, as well as the Coast Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration, the Government of Mexico, and the Australian Space Agency.
Yeah,
Wow.
be sure to follow SpaceX on X for updates and about more of the exciting views we
The
didn't get to feature on today's
control
broadcast.
that they had on
And if
that
you're interested
shit.
in more launch coverage just like this, head over to spacex.com/launches for the
They
most
stress
up-to-date
test that
information.
ship like crazy.
All right, I will take us out. Hey, congrats, Jake and Amanda. You guys did amazing. Great job. All right, today we launched the world's biggest rocket, knocked out all of our objectives. Shout outs to every single person who made this look easy. Thank you
Wow.
to everybody tuning in. We're going to see you back here for the very first
Wow.
flight of our next generation
Let's
Starship.
go.
So we'll see you then.
What a launch. What a launch, ladies and gentlemen. No wet dress rehearsal or nothing. Nothing. They were like, you know what? This is the last Block 2 version of Starship and Booster. We're going to send it. Wow, man. And the control they had on that ship, unbelievable. The other launch, they just went like this, and that was it, and went straight down. This time, they banked a little bit, then fully turned it around, a full 360, and then went towards the target. So they turned completely around, and it kind of like flew like what Starship is meant to be, is a skydiver, basically. Oh, man. What's up, Dad? Thank you for joining. I literally just started, like, what, 30 minutes ago? Got off work 30 minutes ago. I mean, man, that was a launch. That was a good launch. Yeah, they pulled some serious G's on that one. I mean, the maneuvers that they were doing, I've never seen them do those maneuvers before until now. And with this launch, ladies and gentlemen, dude, there's no more splashdowns after this. Maybe for Block 2, for Block 3, because it is a different version. No, I don't think they should. I think they just need to go straight to catching the boosters and the tower, and then using the Starship to catch 2. So they need to catch the booster with the tower and catch the ship with the tower. That's what they gotta do, and I think that's what they're gonna do, because the vehicle that it launched on the pad, they're gonna completely redesign that for Block 3 now. I'm in awe right now with those maneuvers that they were doing. I mean, that was insane. It fully flipped it full 360. Because I felt like ship was like, oh, my target's over here. Okay, let me just turn around and fly that way. And I think they did that on purpose just to stress test it. I mean, this is your last Block 2 version, and even if it blows up, who cares? as long as they get through re-entry and they could do those maneuvers and it fails, that was successful. But they landed it. They landed it in the water where it's like, that was a successful mission. That was really successful. Just wow. SpaceX every time puts everyone in awe, and I think the next launch with version 3 it's going to be in more awe because they're going to try and catch it. But I mean, this might be the final launch of the year. I won't be surprised. Just because if they are going to upgrade the pad A, completely change the setup, that's going to take a couple months. Because the new pad is a whole different design. Completely whole different design than pad A. Would it be crazy changes? I don't think so. I think the only thing that you got to change out is just the launch pad, and that's literally it. And knowing SpaceX, they could do that in like a month. 2 months max. So I think Block 3 will launch beginning of next year. Probably January. Depending on how fast they could get Pad A done. But I mean, after today, that was amazing. Yep, I think now that it's proven safe, they can land over land. I think it's the FAA calling that, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure. FAA runs everything. I mean, I'm surprised the FAA even approved this launch because they did not do a wet dress rehearsal at all. Like, yes, they static fire the booster and the ship separately. But they did not do a full stack and do a wet dress rehearsal at all. And they usually do that. This time they didn't. This time they were like, we have a flight proven booster and the ship is now flight proven with 2 wins in a row. They're both flight proven to the point where I think SpaceX is now going to be at the moment where, okay, we got all the information from this. We did some, especially this one today, those tests that they did, man. I was scared for a minute. I thought something was going to happen when it fully flipped around. No, they did not. They were just seeing what kind of controls can they do and give, and dude, they managed it so well. And I think SpaceX is now we're gonna see some work probably this weekend and following into next week and the months going ahead. That pad is gonna, just the launch pad is gonna get torn down. They're gonna go do completely redesign. The towers, I don't think there's no redesign for that unless they're gonna carry people. Then you have to get like a arm and everything so people can walk onto it and whatnot, and then you got to redesign the ship. But that's gonna be probably further into the future. But if Starship sticks with this pace, it did get put behind a little bit because of the last 2 tests that they did not going so well. But now the last 2 tests that they just did, this one today, it's proven now. It's proven. Maybe do one more splashdown test using the version 3 ship. But I think after that, you gotta start catching them. And booster, dude, booster. Next mission, what I think is gonna happen, they're gonna catch booster. Ship is gonna splash down in the ocean for the last time. If that goes well, then you're gonna get into the phase where it's like, okay, Now we gotta use 2 towers to catch the ship and the booster at once. Or they're just gonna fully send it on the next mission and just say, you know what? We're not gonna splash down version 3 of Starship. We're just gonna fully send it. And I think at this point of time, you have to just send it, because this one, it proved itself. They know the hardware now. They got the hardware down. They got booster down, right? Now I think it's the time that you gotta, next mission, you gotta catch them. It has to be catch phase now. It has to be catch phase. Which is going to be even better to see. Way better to see. Because we'll get tracking cameras from SpaceX. Everyday Astronaut, NASA Spaceflight. They're all going to have those beautiful shots. Beautiful shots. I mean, that was a good ending. That was amazing. Let's see if we go back to the launch of when they launched it. I watched a little bit of that. We're not gonna watch the whole thing over again, because that's gonna be another whole hour. But let's just get to when they launched from the pad. I just want to see the views. That's it. Just the views. And then we'll see, we already saw the Raptor relight. We'll see the Starlink deployment, which I heard was a lot more smoother than the last mission. Because last launch, it went through 3 attempts. 3 attempts. Both, the 2 first attempts, they were both at, the first attempt was like 5 seconds away from launch, and then they had to stop because of something with the in the sky or something. There was a plane in the way or something. Second time they stopped at 40 seconds and something with a leak or something. But then they also said, oh no, that was actually a wet dress rehearsal. It's like, what? Well, they changed it to a wet dress rehearsal. And then the third time is when they launched. This time, they were just like, no wet dress rehearsal. We're just going to send it. If something happens, if it blows up, that's okay. Because this whole tower that they're using right now, this launch pad, it's going to go bye-bye. They're taking it out. They're completely redesigning it. Because the new launch pad is completely different. It's almost like, who's it like? Probably like Rocket Labs almost. Similar to Rocket Labs. Just a little bit bigger. And powerful, probably. But this whole tower is going to get redesigned. I won't be surprised if the tower itself does too. The launch pad definitely is going to get redesigned. So let's just watch this launch right here. Yeah, see, this is the second tower right here, right? So that's the second tower. Look at the launch pad. Look how different, completely different it is, right? This one's more circular, and around it, water comes up. This one is like a, kind of like a tunnel. It's a tunnel. The same as the Soyuz, Rocket Labs, NASA, they have a tunnel. This one is just like exposing everything. This one only exposes from right here and maybe right here, but I think just right here. So that it just goes out one way. So it goes out this way so that you can see everything else around it, just not right here. But smoke will be right here. Well, this one, the smoke is all the way around it, so whoever has cameras over here or over here, you can't see the ship until if you have a camera that's pointed up. This one, the flames and smoke will be going this way, and of course it depends on the wind and all that. But if it goes this way, everyone has cameras. They're gonna move the cameras over here, and they actually are gonna see it lift off. While over here, you can see it lift off, but at a certain point. This is just a
10,
recap.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. Go Super Heavy. Go Starship. Thanks for all the historic flights, Pad 1.
Vehicles pitching downrange. Booster Raptor chamber pressure nominal.
That's because whatever
Booster
speakers they're
and
using,
nominal
you can
power
hear
to
like
electric.
it sounds like it's glass.
All
But they're inside of a building.
About 45 seconds into flight. We're still getting the rattle here at Star Factory. We are seeing 33 out of 33 Raptor engines lit on Super Heavy as it arcs across the Gulf. Coming up next on Max Q.
Man, everything ran smoothly this launch. Everything ran
Max
smoothly.
Q.
So at this point, we've passed
I didn't see
through
that part right
period of
here.
maximum aerodynamic pressure. The next thing we're looking forward to is going to be hot staging. So we've got 33 out of 33 Raptors
This
lit.
part right
Super
here,
Heavy
I did
makes
not
its
see
way
that.
uphill. Hot staging is going to be coming up.
Which
in
isn't
just a
nothing.
little
It's,
over a
I mean,
minute.
it's nothing crazy.
At that point, we're going to see
So that's good. Nothing crazy.
all but 3 of those
Clearly,
Raptor
it wasn't
engines on
anything
Super
crazy
Heavy
because they
shut
all
down.
went
Our
good.
version of Miko. Most engines cut off instead of main engine.
I just want to see stage SEP and then.
And then after that, we're going to release the clamps that are currently holding Starship to that hot stage adapter. It's then going to ignite its 6 Raptor engines to push it away from Super Heavy and then start making its flight uphill.
I love the S38
So
on
in
the
about
side.
30 seconds, we're going to see the engines start to shut down on Super Heavy. You'll see them kind of shut off in separate banks until we've just got those 3 center engines
Amazing,
that never
dude.
stop running. For
This was an
process.
amazing launch.
And then
that's
looking
all I
for
gotta
6
say.
ship Raptors.
5 people watching. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're watching a recap of this launch because I
All
missed the beginning.
Miko coming up
Thanks
in about 10 seconds.
to work. But we saw the ending. That's all that mattered.
See the engines
All
throttling
that
down.
mattered.
Booster engine cut off.
Ship ignition.
Stage separation. Boost backburn startup.
I can see ship in a little corner.
All right, successful
Going
hot
bye-bye.
staging maneuver. So we've got 12 of the 13 engines lit back up on boosters, so it's doing its boost back. Real excitingly,
Ship
though,
chamber
we've
pressure's
got 6
nominal.
out of 6 Raptors lit on ship there, so it's now going to continue to make its ascent into outer space. Meanwhile, this boost back is happening. We're using those 13 engines, so everything, well, 12 out of the 13, and then we go down to 3, and then we're going to shut down for the end of boost back. That's sending Super Heavy back towards its planned splashdown zone in the Gulf. Right after we finish this boost back burn, we're also going to separate the hot stage. This will be the final time
Boost
that
backburn
we're
shut
doing
down.
this. Is all right, there's the end of the boost back burn. We should be seeing the hot stage. There. So the hot stage separates. It's going to make its way down, also splash down in the Gulf.
Nice. Everything
In the
went really
meantime,
good
though,
today. Oh
these
my
6
gosh.
ship Raptors are
amazing.
going to continue firing for about 5 more minutes. Next up for the booster, though, is going to be its landing burn. There's a cool tracking shot. We dumped some of the prop out on our way back in.
Yeah, it looks a lot different in big screen.
All right, so for
was looking at my
booster,
phone when
this
this was
is
happening.
one of the main things we're trying to get is going to be this landing burn.
Woo!
So you can see the hot stage kind of making its way towards the left side. So that's the bottom of the booster. It's about to pass right in front of where you can see some of that prop dump happening. They look like they're close together, but there's a good amount of distance between them, and the hot stage will go down and splash down in the Gulf while the booster comes back for its landing burn.
Starship is on nominal trajectory.
All right. Looking good on our trajectory, looking good on everything. Jake and Amanda, you guys with me down there?
Yeah, definitely. The crowd is gathering over here in the office. You can definitely feel the energy in here. Great to see that booster is making its way down to the splashdown zone.
Dang, that
in the
fin
Gulf.
moved quick.
Yeah, the shaking down here was absolutely nuts. The windows are still there, still intact. So that was pretty awesome. But yeah, boosters coming down.
Dang, that
about
track
30
shot.
kilometers, About... All right, yeah, and as we approach that landing, just like tower catches, we will be doing a 13-engine landing burn to slow down. This time it will be in a V3 configuration.
Look how hot it gets. Oh, yeah.
And as we're starting to get into the denser part of the atmosphere, the booster is using 4 hypersonic grid fins to guide itself through atmospheric entry towards its landing site.
And we're just
Ship
about
chamber
20
pressure's
seconds
continuing to be
away
nominal.
from landing burn start, where we'll first ignite the center 13 engines, then bring that down to 5 to slow down the booster for landing. And finally, that will come down to 3, and we'll cut all of them off
my
while we're
gosh,
still
look at
about
that.
200 meters in the air. So booster is gonna see a bit of a harder
Booster landing burn startup. Booster landing burn shut down.
Look at that. It literally floats
And
there.
there we heard it. Booster landing burn shut down. We saw a 13 to 5 to 3 V3 demonstration. And into the water we go.
Dude, it literally hovered.
That was
It hovered. Which, I mean, it makes sense because, you know, that was the tower configuration that they were talking about. But just the fact that they have a freaking 12-story building just hovering over the water. Like, can you imagine someone out in the water just fishing or something on their boat and they're like, what the hell's that up there? It's floating. It's a UFO, but it looks like a tower. Like, look at this. Like,
meters in
right
the air. So booster is gonna see a bit of a harder
Booster landing burn startup.
when it went down to 3 engines is when it. Oh, it went down to 4. Then the middle 3.
Booster landing.
Right there is where the tower would have caught it. So that's where the arms will, it'll sit on the arms and then the engine shut off. But the fact that it was just floating there, just chilling.
Landing burn shut down.
And there we heard it. Booster landing burn shut down. We saw a 13 to 5 to 3 V3 demonstration. And into the water we go.
That's
Wow.
insane.
That was
Should be coming right at about 8 minutes and 58 seconds into flight, so we'll shut down those.
I don't care
Enjoy the
about
Space Jams.
Seco.
Start deploying these Starlink simulators.
Right here. This is where I want to see. I want to see the Sterling deployment. Is the door open already? No, I want
They
to see.
are
No,
roughly the same size.
I want to see the door
Past
opening.
Flight on flight 10
Oh wait.
of in-space objectives. So next
Okay,
up,
I wanna see
we are
this.
currently venting down the.
I didn't
nose
watch the
cone, essentially
full
the payload
Starlink
area
deployment.
of Starship as we
I
get
want to see
ready
that.
to open up this payload door. We were able to do this successfully for the very first time on our last flight, on flight 10. Oop. Hal got ahead of me. Looks like he's opening up the payload door already.
Wow, look at
Alright,
those doors
looks like we
opening.
got
It
the
opens
door
fast.
open.
Dude, now that I look in a nose cone for humans, man, dude, it's gonna be a long time, like a long time, not like a long time, but it's gonna be a very long time. I mean, just look at everything that's around in the nose cone. If you want people in this, you literally gotta redesign this entire thing. Which I would think that they would keep all this here, but just put like insulation around it and, you know, make the inside and whatnot. But when you look at the inside of the nose cone, it is massive. Imagine this whole thing filled with satellites. And imagine people in this. Like, you could hold like at least like a good 500 plus people in this. Like a lot of people. But I mean, just they're gonna redesign a lot of stuff to put humans in this, in a nose cone. They literally want to redesign the whole nose cone, which I know that's what they're gonna do in the future. But at the same time, it's just that's gonna be a long time now. But if everything does go well and they get the Starlinks down and you start actually deploying Starlinks and doing missions and stuff like that, then I feel like, you know, they'll have enough like space and be like, okay, we're good. We got our starships up and running. We got Starlink going on. Now that those are going, now let's just keep making those. But let's also slowly start like redesigning it for humans, and they're gonna have to have two different ships, one for payload, of course, and then you gotta have another one for humans. But I feel like the one for humans, that's gonna be a long time, unless they're already in design, unless they're already in plans of designing it and stuff like that, which I would think they are. But dude, just looking at the inside of this and just sit there like, huh, how can we put humans in that? You literally had to change the whole design up. Literally the whole thing. And it's not just, let's just add a cockpit. No, it's going to be floors. There's going to be one floor for storage, one floor for sleep quarters, another floor for probably like a garden or something, science. And they have another floor for like the cockpit where they're gonna configure and sit in there of when they gotta go back to Earth or Mars or whatever. But I mean, when you look, because this is the bottom, so this is the nose cone, and that's where the fuel is in that. When you look at this nose cone, man, it is massive. You could put like at least 20, no, not 20,000, but like you can at least put like maybe 5,000 Hondas in this, maybe more, maybe 1,000. I don't know. But just the fact, like, dude, that's insane. All this design. I mean, look at the work on this. Like, it's just crazy. I can't imagine making the human one. That one's gonna look sleek, but also a nightmare to design. But at the same time, it's like, that's what they gotta do. More of these tests just makes them better. And
Alright,
I
so
think
payload doors
today
open.
proved
Next
it.
up, gonna be to start deploying these Starlink simulators. They are roughly the same size as the V3 Starlink satellites that Starship's going to be carrying. That's going to add some pretty crazy capacity. We'll run through the numbers in a little bit. We were able to do this for the very first time ever on our last flight, and so this will be another test. We made a couple of tweaks to the rails for deploying this based off of what we saw last time, but excited to see these get out the door. Our next iteration of Starship's also going to have kind of a more powerful PEZ. It's going to deploy these at a little bit faster speed, but looking to see our next demonstration of this hopefully in the next couple of seconds. We should start seeing them move out the door. I mean, that view on your left, so you're basically, that would be if you were sitting at the very top of the nose cone looking down. So there's kind of a short stack. There's
a lot of
4
space
on either side.
That's a lot of
So in
satellites,
total,
dude, when they add
when we start
satellites in
flying
that one
Starlinks,
day.
for
gonna be a lot.
Their actual deploy missions, we're going to be carrying stacks of about 60. So much larger stack once we start flying these operationally, but still doing a little bit of a short just for this payload deployed today.
Looks like we got a little bit of movement there, Dan.
Coax it out. Get it moving, Jake.
There we go. All right, first one going out. All right. First
Oh yeah, it
one
looks
deployed.
10 times smoother
Getting
than
ready
the
for
last
second one
launch.
Here we do a little reset back to the center position.
Yeah, it takes about a minute for each one.
Oh yeah, that looks a lot smoother. Last time they were like, the back end hit the top of this.
Looks real smooth too. They made a couple of tweaks to those rails. If you watched the last ones, it had a couple of bumps on the way out, but moving out super clean this time.
Yeah, and as noted earlier in the show, but definitely worth
Look at
repeating,
that.
Starship will deploy Starlink's more advanced V3 satellites, adding 60 terabits per second of
looks
capacity
good.
to the network
That
per
looks
launch.
really good.
So that's 20 times more than each Falcon 9 launch does today. Just incredible.
Yeah, and anybody that's been following Starship, you know, Starlink's kind of the MVP for these flight tests, where it's not only giving us the views we're seeing right now, but also just real-time data through every phase of flight. So we've got a couple dozen cameras on Starship. We've also got a bunch of cameras spread across the globe, including out in the Indian Ocean, where we've got our fun buoys floating. There goes another one. And I mean, we're using Starlink to bring all of this together. It's our drone shots you see here from our great team down here at Starbase, all connected. So Starlink not only giving us cool views off the planet, but also on the planet, help bring everybody along for all these Starship flights. I think that's number 4. Somebody check my math. Yeah, we've got 4 Starlink terminals on the outside of Starship. He uses that to talk to the constellation, and through that, we actually get about 120 megabits of.
I can't wait to
bandwidth
see
for
the
our downlink.
actual
That's our
Starlinks
real-time
get
HD
deployed.
video, all of our telemetry. So it's not just kind of giving us these cool views inside, but it's giving all that engineering data in real time, including re-entry when normally a plasma layer builds up and blocks you out. Starlink, powerful enough of a frequency.
I can't
that
wait
we're
till
able
they
to
launch
kind of
actual
punch through that
Starlink
still
and
get that
we
live
get
view.
to like actually see the ship from a Starlink camera. Like that's gonna be insane. Just seeing it floating there with the bay door open, just chilling in space, flying in. That's gonna be amazing. Wow.
All right, next one out the door. There we go.
Look at that. Oh, so they got 2. That's crazy. They got 2 in the one thing. And then you go back and push the other one. So yeah, there's 2
Starlink
each.
is the world's largest satellite constellation,
So that's
operating
2.
in low Earth orbit to deliver
This
high
one goes
speed,
out first,
low
and this one
latency
goes out.
broadband internet. This provides internet
That's
access
crazy.
to people around the world, many of who have never had connectivity before. Oh. Right. Today, Starlink serves more than 150 countries, territories, and other markets with over 7 million active customers and counting. To meet the global growing demand for high-speed internet, SpaceX expanded its factory over in Bastrop, Texas, which is just outside of Austin, and also introduced Starlink Mini, as well as an upgraded version of the Starlink Standard Kit.
Yeah, and one thing to
Good
note
thing you got
about
the
this satellite
standard.
deploy
That's
is
good.
that they will be following the same suborbital trajectory of the ship. So these dummy sats will not be going in orbit. We do expect them to burn up on re-entry.
So they had like what, 4 more?
All right, couple more to go. I promise one of these days we'll deploy in daylight. But we're basically trading
Daylight launch would be
deploy in the dark so we
insane.
get those re-entry views
Especially you
for
get
the daytime.
the cameras from one of the Starlink satellites pointing towards back to the ship. It looks like they're deploying a lot more dummies this time. Like a lot more. Like last time I think they only launched like 4.
All right, I think we got one more.
This
to
time
go.
it's like around 8 or 10. They 12. That's just insane. Everything went smooth for this mission.
All right, now with payload deploy complete, Starship will now close its payload door and continue to coast around Earth to the Indian Ocean. We still have a ton of major events to come today,
wanna see the
including
door
Raptor
shut.
Relight at about T plus 37 minutes.
Nice.
That will be followed
Good
by
deployment.
atmospheric
Good
re-entry and
deployment. That was
splashdown.
beautiful. This whole launch just went perfect.
So with that, we're
Went
going to go on another
perfect.
quick coast.
Yeah, if you can hear us.
Sounds good, Pops. Good seeing you. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it, guys. Dang, that door shuts fast.
All right, with that payload door closed, we're going to sit tight, enjoy the views.
So yeah, then you just fly
In just
through,
about 20
and then that's where we
Sound
saw
like we're doing kind of
Starship
In the world, in
land.
Damn.
That shot. This shot. Oh man, I wish they got this shot, man, live. I mean, dude, this would have been a shot. They're probably gonna be posting it on their page though, so that's gonna be that's gonna be good to see though. I'm glad they had a drone out here. That's good. So they probably caught some good footage with that, like really good footage, unless the ship was off a little bit. But what a launch, guys! Wow, what a launch! SpaceX. You guys do it every time. The team at SpaceX, they do an amazing job. Wish I could work for them, but fortunately I don't have like college degree or nothing like that. So, but hey, as long as I can see this happening and this actually happens and we actually go to Mars, dude, put people back on the moon permanently. Not temporarily, permanently. Go to Mars. Save this freaking planet, man. This is the only planet that we can sit and breathe and sleep on. Right? Like, we have to boost it now. We have to get this done. We have to just send it. And I think after today's launch, dude, there's a good chance that it's gonna happen. It's literally gonna happen. I think once we start seeing tests of the human starships and seeing the Tesla's Optimus go in those and them testing it out, I think that's when we're really gonna realize, like, dude, this is gonna happen now. It's gonna happen soon. And who knows? In the long run, there might be a whole completely redesign of Starship. Like, this ship that we're seeing right now could be completely different in the future. Like, completely different. They could scrap the whole thing if they really want to. Completely do a different design. But how big this ship is, I don't think they're going to do that. Well, Starship Flight 11, another success. And a very good success too. I mean, that was the maneuvers that they did, like I said, was just astonishing. It was something that I've never seen them do with any other missions. But we knew that was coming because this is the last Block 2 version, and now we're going to be on Block 3. And dude, I'm excited for Block 3. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready to see some catches. I'm ready to see them using those towers to catch the booster and the ship at the same time. That's just going to be amazing to see. And it has to be soon, rather than later. But another successful mission today by SpaceX and the team out in California and Starbase. Another beautiful day for launch. Another success. I mean, I with these launches, I can't stop talking about it. I mean, why? These are like the best launches to see. And like everyone says, Everyday Astronaut and all those guys, like they say, this is Apollo days. This is what Apollo used to be like. Apollo used to do all kinds of tests. But this one's different. This one's completely different than Apollo. We actually get to watch it. We get to see it. We get to see the inside. It tells us what's going on, and we get to see it. Apollo, yes, we did get to see it, but I mean, I didn't get to see it. I wasn't alive during those days. I wasn't even thought of. But for what people were saying during their time of the Apollo days, they knew about it, but it wasn't like this, where you could just go on your phone, go on your computer, and just look it up and watch it. I mean, and you never had people that actually go there and set up cameras and live stream the whole thing for 365 days out of the year, every single year. You know, and the fact that we actually are allowed to do that now is amazing. NASA Spaceflight does that. Everyday Astronaut does that. All those guys did that, and they're changing the game. They're changing this whole industry. Not just SpaceX and the team, but the people who are on YouTube streaming this is changing the industry to where, like, this is what people love. This is what us humans are meant to do. We're meant to go out there and explore. We're meant to be multi-planetary, you know? We're meant to be on different planets because, like, this one we gotta protect. But if we go to other planets and we find a better material or something that, we could use this to, like, you know, protect the Earth from sun rays or something, you know? Just something crazy. Which we're really behind on that. But I feel like in the future, my kids' future, when I do have kids, that could actually become a thing. and we can get to another universe in, a certain amount of years or something. But that's further down the road. That's when I'm dead. That's when I'm dead. Right now, we need to focus on getting to Mars, and then we start from there and just keep making stations on different planets, dude. We could have a whole highway in space of spaceships, stopping at each planet, refueling, going back out, go for another 10,000 miles or whatever, how far it is from Moon and Mars. It's just amazing. And I pray to God that this actually turns into something that us people are thinking about, not just about, oh, let's just slap satellites up there and call it a day and let's just do that. No. Like, yes, it's a good thing to slap satellites up there, but when you slap satellites orbiting the moon, orbiting Mars, so when we do human missions, we could get the communication and not have to wait like 20 hours or a day or 5 days or a year to get that message, So, but it's not going to happen like that. It takes time because, you want to design it right. You want to make sure it doesn't fail. You want to make sure it's safe. And I think they're like right there. I think it's going to be closer than we think. So, but another beautiful launch by SpaceX. Starship Flight 11, another success. On to flight number 12. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Stay tuned for that. I'll keep updates on that. And I'll make sure to watch whatever I need to watch, is give you guys those updates. So as always, I will see you guys in the next stream. Next launch, Starship Flight 12 is going to be next, and they're going to catch it. The booster and the ship, I hope. Fingers crossed. Drop my phone. Well, that's going to do it for Flight 11, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining. You guys are awesome. If you guys are not subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe. Tell your friends about this channel, whatever. I'm going to try and make more videos, more streams for you guys. But yeah. Flight 11 is in the books. On to Flight 12. I'll see you guys later. Peace.